Hello everyone. In the previous video, we have discussed about magnetic circuits. In that, we have taken the comparison between magnetic and electrical circuits also. In this video, we are going to discuss about Faraday's laws and self and mutual inductances. Okay. First, we will see the laws, Faraday's laws. So first law says that EMF is induced in a coil whenever magnetic field linking that coil is changed. Okay, so whenever magnetic field linking that coil, so at that time EMF is induced in that particular coil. Second law states that the magnitude of induced EMF is directly proportional to the rate of change of flux linkage. Okay, so EMF is equal to, that is, D into D of N into phi, that is a flux linkage, okay, by dt. That is, if it is writing expression E equal to minus N into d phi by dt, where phi is the flux, magnetic flux, and N is the number of turns in that coil. Okay, is directly proportional to the rate of change of flux linkage. Here, the negative sign given by the Lenz's law only. This law states that induced EMF due to change of flux linkage by a coil will produce the current in the coil. It always the opposes the cause. Okay, that is change in flux linkage. It states that induced EMF due to the change of flux linkage by a coil will produce a current in that coil, such a direction that will be produce the magnetic field which will always oppose the cause, that is the change in flux linkage. Okay, that's the reason we are getting here is equal to minus n into d phi by dt. Okay, now we are going to take self-inductance and mutual inductance. Self-mutual, you see here, self means, you know that if it is only single coil, there it's itself, right? So mutual, it is depending on other. First we will see the self-inductance. Before that, what do you mean by magnetic couple? When the two loops with or without contacts between them affect each other through the magnetic field generated by one of them is called magnetically coupled. When you will call magnetically coupled circuits, those two loops with or without contacts, sometimes with, sometimes without contacts, between those contacts affect each other through the magnetic field generated by any one of the coil, sometimes created by the one first coil, and it is affecting even second coil also. That's the reason here both the coils affected here created by any one of the coil. So these coils, two loops, are called magnetically coupled circuits. Example, we can say transformers. Their electrical device designed on the basis of concept of magnetic coupling only. It is used to magnetically coupled circuit to transfer energy from one circuit to another circuit. Now, self-inductance. When you are taking self, what is that? It is called self-inductance because it relates the voltage induced in a coil by a time varying current in the same coil. So it produces the same coil. Okay. So that inductance is called self-inductance. Consider you take one figure here, a single inductor with a number of turns n. When the current flows through that coil, magnetic flux phi is produced around it. You know already magnetic field creates in that coil. So in visibility, we are taking that is a magnetic flux denoted by phi. Now you see here current is flowing in this coil and these are the flux lines. These are flux lines here. Okay, so it is denoted by phi. So now here there is no other coil. Whatever the flux we are producing here, it is created by self coil only, same coil. That's the reason this inductance, whatever the inductance we are getting here, that is called self inductance. Okay, now according to the Faraday's law, voltage, that is nothing but induced EMF, right? Induced EMF in the coil is directly proportional to number of turns into rate of change of flux. So V is equal to N into d phi by dt. Sometimes they are taking E, sometimes V. Both are same because it is a voltage only. EMF is nothing but voltage only. Okay. So V equal to N into d phi by dt. You take as a first equation. But change in flux is caused by change in current only. Okay, so now same expression what we are taking here, just multiply and divide it by di by dt. V equal to N into d phi by di into di by dt. Just you see here, I am writing here because flux is caused by change in current. That's the reason what we are taking. We are not changing any meaning here, d phi by dt only, but what we are taking, multiply and divide it by di, d phi by di into di by dt. Okay, substitute this expression in the first one. What you will get? N V equal to N into d phi by di into di by dt. Okay, now what is N into d phi by di? That is only here because already you know V equal to L into di by dt, right? That is only here. Taking equation 4, V equal to, this is L into di by dt, where L is nothing but self inductance of that coil. Self inductance of that coil. So that is equal to N into d phi by di. The unit of inductance, self inductance is henries. If it is a small value, because it is a ratio only d phi by di, we can write L equal to N phi by I also. The unit is henries. This is the self inductance. Now we will see the mutual inductance. Okay, mutual inductance, already mutual, it is depending on other coil. Simply saying here it is, right? So in the previous, that is self, same coil only producing that. When two inductors or coils are in close proximity to each other, the magnetic flux caused by current in one coil, it links with other coil, therefore producing the induced voltage. Okay, here we have two coils, both are close proximity to each other. The magnetic flux caused by coil current in one coil, it links with the other coil. So at that time, it is producing the induced EMF. So mutual inductance is the ability of one inductor to induce the voltage across the neighboring inductor. Okay, it is depending upon neighboring inductor. Consider the following two cases. You can see how it is. Case 1, we are taking here. You see the figure first and then we will go further. So in the figure, we have two inductances, self-inductances L1, L2. Two coil with self-inductances L1 and L2 which are in close proximity with each other. No connection between two coils here. Okay, you see that. Coil 1 has N1 turns while coil 2 has N2 turns. Now, coil 1 it is giving supply, coil 2 that is second side it is open. So when supply is giving, current is flowing through this coil, magnetic field creates. That magnetic field that is a flow of flux lines, right? So this flux it produces two fluxes. One is the self flux, another one is linking with the other coil. Okay, that's the reason you can see here. Self one that is a 511, same coil produced. Second one it is linking with that 512. Okay, that is the difference between these two. Okay, now we'll see the magnetic flux from coil 1 has two components. 511 links only coil 1. 512 links both the coils, right? So therefore, 51 is equal to 511 plus 512. Okay, this is the total flux produced in the coil 1. The voltage induced in a coil 1 is equal to, again same, directly I am writing in terms of that, N1, V1 equal to N1. Directly what you have to write? D11, D511 by dt, right? Just we are multiplying and divided by, that is the di1. dn1 into d511 by di1 into di1 by dt. So what is N1 D511 by DI1? That is a self-inductance. That is a self-inductance L1 into DI1 by dt. You take as one equation. You see another case here. That is a voltage. In the same case, voltage induced in the second coil also, because already some flux is producing due to first coil, right? So that is V2 is equal to N2 d512 by dt. So therefore V2 equal to N2 d512 by di1 into di1 by dt, because this flux also coming from the first current only, right? That's the reason you are taking di1 by dt here. di1 by di1 multiplication and divided by. So therefore, here you can see. So number of turns, that is second one, but flux produced from the first one. So that's the reason it is equal to M21 into di1. So that is M means it is a mutual inductance. It is mutual inductance. Okay. So this mutual inductance, the suffix it is given subscript, right, 21. So that means it is the coil of second, right? Inductance of the coil 2 due to the coil 1. Okay. Flux is produced by the coil 1 and mutual inductance, that is the voltage is induced in the second coil. That's one M21. Okay, so mutual inductance on coil 2 due to the coil 1. Okay, now we'll take another case here. Another case. Same circuit only we are taking, but only thing is we are taking current, second current is flowing in the coil 2. Now we'll see the figure. So second side we get a side, no current flow here. So again same self-inductance L1 and L2 in both the coils. It has a number of turns, N1 turns and N2 turns. Okay, so second current is flowing here. So flux is created, magnetic field created, the visibility we are taking here, magnetic flux. So this flux again, it creates self flux as well as mutual flux here. So self flux, that is a 5 to 2, and mutual flux is 5 to 1. So therefore 5 to equal to 5 to 1 plus 5 to 2, right? So that we are taking here, you see. Magnetic flux phi 2 from coil 2 has two components. One is phi 2 2, it links only coil 2, and second one links with the both the coils. Therefore, phi 2 equal to phi 2 1 plus phi 2 2. Now, voltage induced in the coil 2 because self 1, right? So, V2 equal to N2 into d phi 2 2 by dt. Because second coil only producing, that's the reason you need to multiply and divide it by di2 by di2. So therefore this value, it is this one, it is the self value, that is the L2 self inductance, L2 into di2 by dt. Okay, now voltage induced in, because two fluxes are producing here, so due to this second coil, voltage is producing in the first coil, that is only voltage induced in the coil 1. V1 is equal to N1 into d phi 2 1 by di2. Okay, so that is into, so into di2 by dt. Again same multiplication and divided by di2. Okay, so this value now, this flux, it is produced by the coil 2, not coil 1, but voltage is induced in the coil 1 here, right? So that's the reason it is a V1. V1 equal to M1 to di2 by, where M is, this is M12. M is nothing but mutual inductance of coil 1 due to coil 2. You see here, subscript 1 2 in M12 means mutual inductance on coil 1 due to coil 2. Okay, that is. Now self-induced EMF and mutually induced EMF. That's only the EMF induced in a coil due to change in flux linkage. When the changing current flows through the coil is called self-induced EMF. That is a self. When the second coil is brought near to coil, producing changing flux, EMF will be induced in the second coil due to change in the current in the first coil. Then it is called mutually induced EMF. That is, we have two coils. Due to other coil, here EMF is inducing. That's the reason that is called mutually induced EMF. Okay, so that's the reason we are taking E1 equal to minus N1 d5 by dt, E2 equal to minus N2 d5 by dt, depending upon the coils. If it is only first coil is giving at the time phi 1 equal to phi 1 1 plus phi 1 2. If it is second only giving, already we have taken case 1 and 2, right? Phi is it phi 2 equal to phi 2 1 plus phi 2 2, right? So that is this. You can see here two coils here. So coil 1 and coil 2 produces both, right? One case it is a self, another case it is a linking with the second one. There also current is producing here. So sorry, not current, that is a voltage is induced in this. So self-inductance of the coil. So therefore, E is equal to minus N into d5 by dt if you are taking single coil only. So flux, already these formulas you know, phi equal to B into A, B equal to phi by A, B into A, right? If you are taking flux density, phi by A, flux equal to B into A. What is the relation between B and H? B equal to mu H. Substitute here, B equal to mu into H into A, that is a phi. So what is H? H equal to Ni by L. Again you substitute that value, the expression is mu into Ni by L into I. This is the flux value in terms of the length, area, number of turns and current. Okay, Now you substitute that value in this expression here. You substitute this value flux phi value here. So that is E equal to minus n into d by dt of same value. These are constants here, only it is a I only variable here. So minus mu n into n square A by L into dI by dt. So this value, it is nothing but self-inductance E equal to minus L into dI by dt, where L equal to, this is the expression. If you want to find the inductance value, self-inductance value, how to use this expression, mu into n square A by L. Unit of inductance, self-inductance is Henries. Okay, in this way you have to find the self-inductance. Then phi, again we are taking same thing here, up to this flux mu into Ni by L into A. Okay, now you take here d phi equal to, that is whatever the expression you are taking, d phi equal to mu Na by L into di, d phi by it, just you substitute, take this side, d phi by di equal to mu Na by L. So you know that L equal to, from already we have taken in the definitions, from that L equal to n into d phi by di, that is the expression, right? So if you are taking this n into this one from that voltage induced, now from the basic definitions, again L equal to mu into n square A by L. Both are same expressions only, but here in terms of the basic and here in terms of the flux. If you take this one, just you see here L equal to n into d phi by dt. Now, if both are having direct relationship, linear relationship only, phi and I only. So therefore, you can write this is the L equal to n into phi by I also. That is this. D phi by di can be written as phi by I. So therefore, L equal to n into phi by I. The unit is same on the Henry's. Okay. So L equal to, from this expression, mu into n square A by L. And in terms of reluctance, what we are heading here, so that is equal to n square L by, if you are shifting this side, what you will get? L by mu A. So this is the reluctance. So the relationship between self-inductance and reluctance is inversely proportional. Self-inductance is inversely proportional to the reluctance. Okay. Sometimes they can ask the relations, find the value. If reluctance is varying, increasing, what is the value of self-inductance? Okay, it should reduce. Now we'll see the mutual inductance. Mutual inductance. Again, we are taking two coils. Both are N1 and N2 respectively. We are finding the induced EMF E2, N2 d phi by d phi 2 by dt. Now you are seeing here N2. What is phi 2? We are taking here, it is in terms of, because it is a mutual, depending upon the first one, K1 into phi 1. That is equal to, K1 is a constant, take it outside, N2 into K1 into d phi 1 by dt. Okay, this is the one expression. Now already you know flux, it is the MMF by reluctance. MMF is nothing but N1 I1, because first coil you are taking N1 I1 by reluctance L1 by mu into A1. Okay, after simplifying you will get this one. You substitute this value in this expression, that is only here. So N2 K1 into d by dt of this expression, whatever the expression you have is. Now here all are the constant values only except current. N1 mu A, A1, L1, just take it outside, that is only K1, N1, N2 mu A1 by L1. That is the entire constant values only, outside you are taking into di by dt. Okay, therefore E2 equal to m into di by dt, because this induced EMF is producing due to the coil 1 only. That's the reason you are taking the A1 by dt. So that is m. So So therefore, this it is the mutual inductance of the coil. So that is the value is, this is the entire value of mutual inductance. If you want to go for the basics, if you want to find out that, that is the mutual inductance. Similarly, you can calculate induced EMF first coil due to the second one. That is same way only, E1 equal to this. Again, you can find the second M. Second M, right? So now you got two M's here. First one that is due to the coil 1, and second M you got second equation, that is a equation 2 here. Now multiply both the expression because both are mutual inductance only. This equation 1 and equation 2 multiply, you will get M square, right? You are taking here M square, that is M square. So this is the second one, and first one again what we will get, K1 N1 into mu into A1 by L1, that is the first one. And second one M in K2 N1 N2 mu into A2 by L2. Just you take here K1 N1 N2 mu into A1 by L1, that is a M. K2 N1 N2 mu A2 by L2, that is M. Okay, you are multiplying here, you got this expression, equation 1 and 2 multiplication only. Now M square equal to, you just take it K1 K2 one side. Now you are writing here mu N1 square, you have two N1s, right? N1 square into A1 mu, again mu, right? Mu square only, you are taking mu once here, one here. Mu N2 square into A2 by L1 L2. Now already you know what is the value of L1. L1 is equal to mu into N1 square into A1 by L1. Okay, that is L1, self-inductance of the coil. And self-inductance of second coil is mu N2 square A2 by L2. That is, therefore, M square equal to K1, K2. This is the first one, L1, and this is the second one, L2. M equal to what? Square root of this, square root of K1, K2 into square root of L1, L2. Okay, if K1 and K2 are equal, then it is, that is only what the value you are taking. So this value, if you are representing K into square root of L1, L2, where K is called coupling coefficient. Where K is called coupling coefficient. So therefore, K equal to M by square root of L1, L2. Okay. So since two circuits and two currents are same, then M21 equal to M12. Mutual inductance, unit of that, it is also Henry's only. So just now I mentioned coupling coefficient, that is a K, it is equal to M by square root of L1 into L2. What is mutual coupling coefficient? It is the measure of magnetic coupling between two coils. Between two coils. Measuring of coupling, how much coupling, whether it is a loosely coupled or tightly coupled or no coupling, that is the main here. So range of the coupling value is in between 0 and 1 only. 0 less than or equal to K less than or equal to 1. If K equal to 0, that means coils are not coupled. Two coils are not coupled. If K is less than 0.5, then coils are loosely coupled. If it is greater than K equal to greater than 0.5, it means two coils are tightly coupled. If K equal to 1, then two coils are perfectly coupled. Okay, depending upon the value of K, so how the coupling is between the two coils we can identify. This is the range of K between 0 and 1. K depends on the closeness of the two coils, their core, their orientation, and also their winding. The coefficient of coupling, that is only K, is equal to M by square root of L1 L2, or M equal to K into square root of L1 L2. Okay, so till now we have discussed about self-inductance, mutual inductance, and coupling coefficient, the importance of coupling coefficient. Okay, thank you for listening.